Hello everyone, welcome to Officers Adda 24/7. My name is Soumya Prakash and this is our series of 3000 plus questions. We are discussing questions on different subjects and today we are going to discuss principles and practices of banking, and this will help you a lot for your preparation because you'll be able to practice a lot of questions before your exams, and not less than a month is left for your exams to start now. So you should start your preparation right now. Let's begin with today's session. So first of all, we'll see the questions for today. So the first question here is, banks are free to evolve strategy on submission of QIS returns applicable for all accounts of dash and above. So for obtaining QIS, which is quarterly information system, what is the limit given? So banks are free to evolve strategies on submission of QIS returns applicable for all accounts of dash and above. And what will be the answer for this particular question? Is it 20 lakh, 50 lakh, 100 lakh or 200 lakh? Banks are free to evolve strategy on submission of QIS returns applicable for all accounts of dash and above. Is it 20 lakh, 50 lakh, 100 lakh or 200 lakh? So the right answer here is 100 lakhs. Right answer is 100 lakhs. So what are QIS? QIS stands for Quarterly Information System. It is Quarterly Information System. So QIS 1 is to be submitted at least 1 week before the commencement of the quarter to which it relates. QIS 2 is to be submitted within 6 weeks from the close of quarter to which it relates. QIS 3 to be submitted within 1 month of close of half year to which it relates. So all these quarterly information system has to be submitted by the borrower to the bank, and this is the detail, and we will check that what was the estimate and how the company is running, how they are managing their current assets, current liabilities. It will help the bank to monitor their progress. So the next question is, the cutoff exposure for reporting on CRILIC on non-cooperative borrower is dash 10 million, 20 million, 30 million, 50 million. So what is the right answer to this particular question? The cutoff exposure for reporting on CRILIC for non-cooperative borrower is 10 million, 20 million, 30 million or 50 million. What is the right answer? So the right answer for this particular question is 50 million. In case of red flagged accounts, the limit will be 500 million. That we have to remember for JAIIB exam, that for red flagged accounts, red flagged accounts, it should be, the limit is 500 million. And red flagged account are those accounts where any fraud has taken place or there are signals that a fraud can take place in those accounts. In case of loan against the goods, if the goods of say 2 lakh are insured for the value of 1 lakh only and a loss of 50,000 occurs, then insurance company will pay only dash. So this kind of question could be given as case study in your exams, and you should be ready to answer this question, that in case of loan against goods that bank gives to the customers, if the good of say 2 lakhs are insured for the value of 1 lakh only and a loss of 50,000 occurs, then the insurance company will pay only dash. So how much will the insurance company will pay in that particular case? Is it 50,000, 1 lakh, 25,000, or none of the above? In module B, we have studied about the loan against the goods which the bank gives to the customers, and we have to take appropriate insurance in all the cases. So if we have 2 lakh of goods and only one value of 2 lakhs is present, and we have insured for only 1 lakh and losses of 50,000, then how much the insurance company will pay in that particular case? So in this case, the bank will be, the insurance company will be paying 25,000 only. So the right answer is 25,000. That is why it is very important that as a banker, we have to ensure that proper insurance has been taken. If the good is worth of 2 lakhs, then insurance should be a little more than that, and if not more than, at least it should be 2 lakhs, because if anything happens, then the insurance company will average it out and will pay accordingly. If insurance has been taken for only 1 lakh and loss of 50,000 occurred, then insurance company will pay only half of the amount. So that is why bankers have to be very careful while ensuring the goods for which we have given loan to the customer. Margin requirement in case of education loan above 4 lakh and up to 7.5 lakh. The margin requirement may be dash for inland studies and dash for studies abroad. Is it 515? Is it 10 or 15? Is it 5 or 20? Or is it 5 or 5? This is 5 percentage. These are in percentage terms. These figures are in percentage terms, that what will be the margin in case of education loan above 4 lakh and up to 7.5 lakh. And what the margin is nothing but the borrower's contribution. It is borrower's contribution. So how much will the borrower contribute in case of inland studies, and how much will the borrower pay in case of studies abroad? What will be the margin amount? So let me know what is the answer of this particular question. We have studied this in module B of PBB, that in case of education loan, what will be the margin when loan is above 4 lakh and up to 7.5 lakh. So the right answer would be 5 and 15. For inland studies, it is 5%, and for studies abroad, it is 15%. This we have to remember, that for inland studies, margin would be 5%, and for studies abroad, margin should be 15%. Next question. The provision of MCLR is not applicable to which of the following? Small finance bank, local area banks, foreign branches of Indian banks, or scheduled commercial banks. So the provision of MCLR is not applicable to which of the following? Is it small finance bank, local area banks, foreign branches of Indian banks, scheduled commercial bank? What will be the answer? We have studied that there were rates earlier. It was benchmark prime lending rate, BPLR, then came base rate, then came MCLR, and then external benchmark rate. Now it is external benchmark rate which is applicable. So in case of MCLR, in which of the following it was not applicable? And the right answer would be foreign branches of Indian banks. In case of foreign branches of Indian banks, it is not applicable. Who determines the MCLR? This is a very direct and very easy questions for all of you, that you must know that who determines the MCLR, who will calculate the MCLR. Is it RBI, bank themselves, IBA, or finance ministry? Who determines the MCLR? Is it RBI, bank themselves, IBA, or finance ministry? So the right answer for this particular question is bank themselves. Bank themselves will determine MCLR. They will calculate MCLR based on what we have: marginal cost of lend, marginal cost of marginal cost of funds, plus we have uh, tenor premium, plus we have operating cost, operating expenses, operating expenses, and plus what else is calculated while calculating MCLR? It is the negative carry. Negative carry on CRR. Why negative carry on CRR is included? Because we don't get any interest on the CRR which we have to keep aside with RBI. We don't get any interest on it. That is why negative carry on CRR is calculated. Operating expenses, all kind of operating expenses are included. Tenor premium means that the more is the tenure of a loan, then the risk is higher, and for that risk which the bank is taking, the bank will take some premium on it. So tenor premium is added, and marginal cost of funds. As we all know that we have to pay for the funds which we get, so we have to include the cost of funds also. So this is how the MCLR is calculated, and bank themselves will calculate this. Under which of the following type of asset does insurance lie? So what kind of asset does insurance is? Is it immovable asset, movable asset, actionable claim, or financial asset, or intangible assets? Under which of the following type of asset does insurance lies? It is very clear that this is not an immovable asset. Again, this is not a movable asset. Insurance is a actionable claim or financial asset. It is actionable claim and it is not an intangible asset. So the right answer is C, actionable claim or financial asset. The bank's exposure to leasing, hire purchase and factoring services should not exceed the dash percent of total advances. So what is the percentage? What is the percentage? The bank's exposure to leasing, hire purchase and factoring services should not exceed dash percent of total advances. Is it 10%, 20%, 25% or 15%? So the right answer is 10%. We have to remember this for our exam. Bank have to file a suit before the civil court for recovery if the amount due on the loan account is dash more than 20 lakh, less than 20 lakh, more than 10 lakh or less than 10 lakh. So bank have to file a suit before civil court for recovery if the amount due in the loan account is dash more than 20 lakh, less than 20 lakh, more than 10 lakh, less than 10 lakh. So what will be the answer? Bank have to file a suit before civil court. Here we are asking about civil court for recovery if the amount due on the loan is, the right answer is less than 20 lakhs. And where we will be filing a suit for more than 20 lakhs, it would be DRT. For more than 20 lakhs, it would be DRT. Which of the following type of insurance is not acceptable for securities? Children endowment policy, policy taken out specifically for purpose like estate duty, policies with nominations under section 6 of the Married Women's Property Act, or all of the above. Which type of insurance is not acceptable to the bank as security? Is it children endowment policy, policies taken out specifically for purpose like estate duty, policies with nominations under section 6 of the Married Women's Property Act, or all of the above? We all know that bank take insurance policies as securities. We have studied it in our module B of principles and practices of banking. So which type of insurance is not acceptable to the bank for security? And the right answer for this particular question is all of the above. In all of the above cases, including children deferred policies, bank will not accept it as security because there are some conditions on it. That is why it is not considered for security. So that is it for today. If you are still not downloaded the app, then you can download the app, and our crash course is live now. You can purchase crash course from us for JAIIB exams, and you can also enroll for our Mahapack. So wishing you all the best for your exams, and do download our app and register for the enroll for our paid classes, so that we'll be discussing all this in detail in our paid classes.